I lost my parents when I was very young. I didn't even remember what happened to them. What I did remember was living in an orphanage. It was a cruel world full of gloomy children, but everything changed when I met a certain girl. Hi, I'm Diana. What's your name? Rebecca. Diana was a couple of years older than me, but that didn't stop us from becoming best friends. She protected me from bullies and told me bedtime stories. She was the epitome of kindness. We lived together for several years, but then a rich couple came to the orphanage.
What a sweet girl.
What's your name? Diana, ma'am. Mr. and Mrs. Trump adopted Diana. Soon after that, I was also taken to my new home by my auntie Esther. She had been gathering all necessary documents to adopt me for a while. I was finally back with my family. Aunt Esther barely made ends meet, but I was happy to move in with her anyway. After that, our lives drastically changed. Diana became a part of a wealthy family and went to an elite school, while I was scraping by in Aunt's shack. But we were still friends. Diana often came over for pajama parties, but for some reason, she never invited me to her place. Sometimes I thought my friend was ashamed of me. Over time, we started hanging out less often. When I called to invite her to my 16th birthday party, she didn't even answer the phone. That killed our friendship. I suspected that money had changed Diana, so I stopped calling and imposing on her. But it turned out that was just the beginning of our story. One evening, Mr. and Mrs. Trump came over to our house. They looked worried out of their minds.
Rebecca, we are Diana's adoptive parents.
I remember you. Is everything all right?
It's Diana. Something terrible has happened.
They said that lately Diana had been acting weird. She became gloomy and secretive and always came back from school miserable. We tried to find out what was going on, but she wouldn't tell us anything.
Today, Diana didn't come home. We found this in her room.
Don't look for me. I need to start over. Of course, Diana has already turned 18. She is an adult, but we're worried about her anyway.
We think that something bad happened at school that made Diana run away from home.
I didn't know she was struggling.
What do you expect my niece to do about it? We tried to ask Diana's classmates about her and even hired a private investigator, but kids don't want to share their secrets with us adults.
Rebecca, you're our only hope. What? How am I supposed to help?
We have a plan. We will pay for your studies at Diana's elite school. You will get a good education and find out who hurt our daughter.
No, I'm not letting my niece anywhere near those rich hyenas. That was serious. I couldn't leave Diana in the lurch. It's okay. I want to protect Diana like she protected me when we were kids.
Great. We need to work on your style, though.
What's wrong with the way I look? I'm sorry, sweetie, but you stink of poverty. We need you to become one of the rich kids. I hated that, but had to agree for the sake of the investigation. Diana's parents paid a tidy sum for my new wardrobe, but I didn't come to the new school to look for admirers. I had an important task, finding the bastards who hurt my friend. Moreover, I had to be sneaky about it so no one would suspect anything.
Oh, the new girl is even more beautiful than I imagined.
Are your parents really the richest people in the country?
You can sit next to me.
Excuse me for a second. I just got to class and my classmates are losing their minds. Why do they all think my parents are the richest people in the country? We bribed the principal and asked him to spread those rumors. It'll make it easier for you to fit in. Oh, right. I should have known. Okay, bye. I looked around and chose to sit next to a plain girl. She seemed like an outcast. Hi, I'm Rebecca. The whole school is talking about you. I'm Wendy. She seemed nice, and I tried to carefully ask Wendy about Diana during class. I saw her around, but I never talked to her. You should ask Miles and Cole about her. They were her classmates. Those two are the coolest guys in school and know everything about everyone. Well, how do I find them? Don't worry about that. They'll find you. What do you mean? They lead two warring factions. Miles is the head of the Golden Lions, and Cole commands the Silver Wolves. Those are clubs for the elite. They don't accept just anyone. Your family is rich, though, so Cole and Miles will try to get you to join. You're like catnips to cats to them, Rebecca.
No talking during class.
After the class, I came out into the hallway, but before I could take a single step...
Rebecca, right? Rich and devilishly beautiful. You're perfect.
Hey, hands off! Who the heck are you?
I'll forgive your impertinence, but only this once. I'm Miles, baby doll.
Ah, the head of the Golden Lions?
You're quick to catch on. So, are you ready to join us? Back off, she's too good for your golden donkeys. We're the Golden Lions, you moron. I don't care. It's obvious that Rebecca is a silver wolf.
That scowling knockout was probably Cole. Boys were like two wild dogs in a ring. They looked like they were about to start fighting at any moment, and I didn't want to stick around for that. Psst, Rebecca, over here. Luckily, I had a savior. I knew those millionaires would fight over you. Aren't they taking their club's rivalry too seriously? It's not just about that. Cole and Miles used to be best friends, but then they fought over something and became sworn enemies. More than anything else in the world, they hate losing to each other. They will do everything to win you over. I'm not a trophy, and I'm not going to join either of their clubs. Are you serious? Do you have any idea how many students would sell their souls to the devil for a chance like that? There's something wrong with you. Are you a spy? I'm just kidding, forget it. Yikes, I hadn't expected to get involved in a feud between two former friends on my first day of school. How was I supposed to ask Miles and Coles about Diana without getting dragged into their stupid games? After school, it was nice to finally get away from the world of spoiled rich kids.
I'm glad I ran into you here. You dropped this in the school hallway.
Cole? Dang it! I mean, thank you for the hairpin.
This neighborhood is too poor for the richest girl in the country to live in.
I don't live here. I'm, just walking. It's like, a slum safari. Cole almost believed me, but then Aunt Esther ruined everything. That was your first day of school for rich jerks, Rebecca. Who sat next to you?
Just one of the rich jerks.
Don't say anything. I know I screwed up big time. How could I get caught so fast? Yeah?
Rebecca, have you learned anything important yet?
Mr. Trump, I need more time. That school, well, it's not gonna be easy.
Hurry up. We don't like waiting.
And I don't like when people get on my nerves. I'll call you as soon as I find out anything. Ciao. The next morning, my stomach was in knots. I was afraid to go to school, but it turned out I was worried over nothing. No one treated me differently when I got there. Everyone still acted like I was the richest girl in the country. Cole didn't rat me out, but why? Dang it, why him? I don't want to hear another speech about the golden lions.
Get in here.
Let go of me!
Ouch, are you crazy?
Cole, why did you drag me into a closet?
To save you from that dumb fashionista.
Oh, thanks, I guess.
All cards on the table, Rebecca. I know you're not rich, but I don't care why you're pretending to be someone you're not. I just want to show Miles up. How about this? Join the Silver Wolves, and in return, I'll keep your little secret. What do you say?
First of all, take a step back. Secondly, I decided that was my chance to get close to Cole and find out more about Diana. Secondly, we have a deal.
Good choice, miss. There's going to be a Halloween party at school tomorrow. You'll announce your decision there. I can't wait to see Miles's face when he finds out you chose me.
Wow, were you kissing in there? No. Cole just invited me to a Halloween party. You're so lucky. You haven't even been here a week, but millionaires are already fighting over you. No one notices me, even though I've been studying here for years. I bought a cool costume for the party. Here's to hoping I'll be the center of attention. Who are you going as? I don't have enough money for a costume. What? Oh, I meant I don't have any time to buy a costume. I'll just go in my ordinary clothes. See you later. There's something fishy about her. I should keep an eye on Rebecca. After school, I changed into my ordinary clothes and hung out with my aunt. School drama was exhausting to deal with, and I desperately needed a break. Things were going so well. Yeah, hi?
Rebecca, have you found anything about Diana yet?
I'm working on it. There's going to be progress tomorrow for sure.
You know what I think? You're just having fun at an elite school on our dime without investing anything. If I'm right...
Yeah, I know. You'll make me regret it. I'll call you tomorrow. Bye. I didn't know Diana's parents were so insufferable. You can always tell them to get lost and leave that fancy school. I can see that this is making you nervous. Aunt Esther, I'm not doing this for Mr. and Mrs. Trump. I'm doing this for Diana, so I won't give up. The school was decorated as a prison for Halloween. Our teachers dressed up as guards, and there was even a whole cell in the hall the party was taking place in. They went all out.
Hi, gorgeous. Weren't you wearing a costume?
I am. I'm dressed as a beautiful girl that doesn't want to talk to you.
You heard Rebecca. Get lost. She's one of us now. What? You joined the flea-ridden wolves? Unbelievable. I expected better of you.
Miles turned away like a pouting child. I took Cole aside. Congrats. You beat your sworn enemy, but now I need your help.
I'm curious. What do you need?
Diana was your classmate, but then she ran away from home because of some problems at school. Do you know who hurt her?
How do you know about Diana?
We grew up in an orphanage together. She's like a sister sister to me. I'm here to find out what happened to her.
Are you talking about Diana?
It's a great party, isn't it, guys? By the way, did you know the new girl is a filthy liar? Rebecca is not witch. She's actually a poor orphan. I've exposed an imposter. One of you has to accept me into your club now. I don't even care which one. I just want to be popular.
Get lost, Wendy. For once, I agree with this jerk. Go away, Wendy. Any friend of Diana's is our friend.
What? You'll regret turning me down. Then Wendy went off the rails and pulled the fire alarm. Can you believe it? The school was plunged into chaos. The adults started to lead the students out of the building. Cole, Miles, and I tried to leave too, but it was too dark and crowded. We ended up inside the cell. Stop! What are you doing? You can sit here and make each other friendship bracelets. Soon, we were the only ones in a deserted school.
What a wacko. She ruined such a good party.
Guys, so you were both friends of Diana?
Were we friends? We fell head over heels in love with her as soon as she appeared. That's right. It was love at first sight. We turned from best friends into rivals overnight. But Diana didn't choose either of us. She said we were both like brothers to her. In high school, Diana started going out with Paul, a poor guy from a different school. Cole and I stayed enemies, but looked out for our friend as best we could. Rebecca, everyone at school adored Diana. Her parents are the ones who hurt her. They are tyrants. They pressured her too much. Poor Diana cried all the time because of them. As soon as she turned 18, she immediately ran away from home.
It's hard to describe how shocked I was. Now it was clear to me why Diana often came over, but never invited me to her place. Do you know where she's hiding? I need to see her.
Diana's probably staying with Paul and his parents. We'll take you there. But first, we need to get out of here. Dang it, it's not working. Get out of the way, weakling. I'll do it. What was that, Mr. Cool?
Quit arguing like dummies. Work together. After we started acting like a team, we quickly freed ourselves. Soon enough, we arrived at Diana's boyfriend's house. What a surprise! It's so good to see you all. Why did you never tell me you were unhappy with your parents? You and your aunt had enough problems of your own. I didn't want to bother my little sister. You could have at least told me where you ran away to. I was worried out of my mind. The truth is, Rebecca, Paul and I are expecting a baby. I didn't want anyone at school to know about it. Rumors would have spread, and sooner or later, my parents would have found out about it. They would never let me marry an ordinary guy or have a child with him. All they care about is their status.
Is it true? You are expecting a child from this beggar? What about college? We had big plans for you.
How did you find me?
We followed Rebecca. She helped us find you.
I only worked for Mr. and Mrs. Trump until I found out they were turning Diana's life into a living hell. She's 18 now. You can't tell her how to live her life.
We won't let Diana disgrace our family.
They wanted to take their daughter away, but we outnumbered them. Mr. and Mrs. Trump could only storm off in a huff. What happened next? Time passed. Wendy got the attention she craved so much. I doubt it was everything she dreamed of, though. After that prank, she was expelled from school. Cole and Miles realized they were stronger together. They left their feud in the past and merged their clubs into one. My life went back to normal, until one day.
You forgot it at school again. Or could it be that you left it on purpose so that I could find you again?
Maybe so.
Want to go for a ride?
Are you sure? I don't usually look like I did at school.
You look like the girl of my dreams.
Most importantly, Diana's parents eventually accepted their daughter's decision and supported her.
We were bad parents to you, but we will be good grandparents.
That's it. Well, almost. Do you think Wendy left us alone? No, she soon barged back into our lives. Do you want to know what she did? Maybe one day I'll tell you about it. In the meantime, tell me what you think happened in the comments down below.